Today we're taking another look at the Dell Inspiron 3880 desktop PC. So I've already done a video going over all the details and also how to do things like repaste the CPU with this desktop, and I'll link to that video in the comments below so you can go check that out for a detailed review. And this video is meant to showcase another idea as to how you can make this a nice budget gaming or workstation desktop PC. This PC already has a i5-10400 CPU with 6 cores and 12 threads. And the two major hardware additions we're working with today are graphics card and power supply. I didn't mention this before, but we currently have 16 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM installed, and that will default to 2666 megahertz with this PC. In addition to that, we have a 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue hard drive and a 256 gigabyte Western Digital SN530 NVMe solid state drive with Windows 11 Pro installed. For the GPU upgrade, we have a NVIDIA RTX A2000 low-profile graphics card with 6 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory. And this GPU requires no extra power connections. It just runs with a TDP of 75 watts, which is exactly what the PCIe lane inside this PC has to offer. Now, as is the case with many workstation or Pro Series or Quadro Series NVIDIA cards, there's only DisplayPort or Mini DisplayPort offered. In this case, we have Mini DisplayPort. So to connect this to many other displays, I have this Mini DisplayPort to regular DisplayPort adapter. And I also have this StarTech HDMI to Mini DisplayPort adapter. Depending on what kind of output you want to have, this adapter in particular is rated up to 4K 60 Hz. And for gaming at 1080p, which we'll be doing today, we're going to be able to reach those desired frame rates. And this DisplayPort adapter is confirmed able to provide that as well, but not every single one is, so definitely do a little bit of research first. And the current power supply that we have inside is only rated for 200 watt max output. Honestly, I do think that is enough to power the A2000 GPU and everything else, but I just so happen to have a few spare 240 watt power supplies of the exact same size and specification. The main thing you want to look out for is this 6-pin power connector and 4-pin CPU power connector. And that's all that is coming out of these power supplies. So that'll give us an extra 40 watts of overhead just in case we need it for the system. But again, if you only have 200, you're probably okay. Let's take this over to the workbench and I'll demonstrate what you need to do to install these. First up, let's get the CPU shroud out. You just pull it out just like that. And let's start with the new power supply. Up here, we just need to disconnect the 4-pin. And right here, we disconnect the 6-pin. And there's just a couple little cable management tabs to pull out and good to go. And with a Phillips head screwdriver, we can take out 3 screws. And right down here, you just need to push in this little metal tab with a blue sticker on it. The power supply should easily come right out. Just like that. Oh, careful with the Wi-Fi cable connection. And with the installation of the new power supply, of course, it's just the reverse of what we just did. Now for the installation of the GPU, I'm just going to pull this tab up. And we're installing into the long x16 PCIe lane, which is PCIe 3.0. Perfect for this card and for this CPU. And we just flip this right back over and no screws needed. And there you have it. Within minutes of the install, we have a neat and tidy little powerhouse. I really think there's something special about taking a standard office PC and turning it into something cool. And especially in 2026, when RAM and SSDs are so darn expensive, if you have the ability to throw something like this together just to get you through or just for fun, and I bet it's going to keep you engaged as a PC enthusiast. It definitely does with me. And we are all hooked up and ready to go. Oh, there's Windows loading up right now. I've got this connected to my workstation PC with an Elgato capture card, so we're about to test out the gaming and workstation performance of this PC, and that's pretty much all I want to cover. So again, I'll link to my detailed video of this Dell Inspiron PC in the comments below. Hey, leave me some feedback and a comment. Let me know if you're using something like this in 2026. Have a great day.